Looking ahead on Marketplace, we went over to 217 Comic Cards and Games to learn about what they offer, and I even got to play one of the games that they have competitions with. Plus, you get to see our first episode of Learn About Your Firehouse. We'll be at Station 5. Hello everyone, it is Wednesday, November 6th. Thank you so much for joining News Channel 20 Marketplace today. I'm Benny Harmony. Let's get into our trending stories. Up first, a favorite, Starbucks is hoping to add a little jingle to their slumping sales. Not just the jingling cash register, but also the jingle of holiday spirit. This week, the chain is rolling out its seasonal cups. Starting tomorrow, customers at U.S. locations will get their hot drinks served in one of 4 festive cup designs. Starbucks describes them as having familiar shades of Starbucks green and cranberry red paired with fondant-inspired soft pastels. The cups are a Starbucks tradition, one that's boosted revenue in the past, which the chain desperately needs. Last week, the coffee giant reported a 3rd straight quarter of slumping sales and declining customer visits. And next, a rare letter that was signed by 3 founding fathers could sell for $1 million at auction next week. Auction house Bonhams says the artifact dated 1784 is addressed to the envoy extraordinary of the King of the Two Sicilies. It was signed by John Adams, Benjamin Franklin, and Thomas Jefferson. The letter discusses negotiations for a treaty of amity and commerce. Bidding starts at $550,000 when the auction opens next Tuesday. And next, a group in Louisiana came up with a novel approach for creating living reefs in the bayou using recycled oyster shells. Volunteers spread out 30-pound bags of oyster shells collected from local restaurants. The goal is to combat erosion, forming shoreline protection along the bayou's banks. Louisiana's coast has lost thousands of square miles of land over the last century, including the remote boat-accessible village west of the Mississippi River where this program is focusing. And with the presidential race being called today, you may be feeling stress, anxiety, worry, or all of the above. While mental health experts say it's important to feel all those emotions, it's also critical to take a step back and focus on managing that stress. In today's Health Minute, Mandy Gaither has more on how to cope with election emotions today and after it's all said and done.
After months of campaigning, it's the day America has been waiting for. If you're feeling anxious about the election outcome, you're not alone.
What keeps recurring, in the patients that I've been taking care of, is just the degree of uncertainty. And I think for a lot of folks, being able to tolerate that is very, very difficult.
Dr. Nicole Tarui with El Camino Health says the first step to managing election emotions is to tune into your own personal needs. You alone know your capacity to manage stress and anxiety, so she says to key into your feelings and be aware of early warning signs that you may be getting overwhelmed.
Being able to assess our bodies, how are we feeling? And then being able to recognize when we need to take a step back and focus in around self-care.
Tarui says that self-care can include deep breathing, practicing mindfulness, maintaining a healthy routine. She also recommends what she calls worry time.
So just like 10 to 15 minutes per day, journaling about some of those worries and fears, and then being able to close that and put that away for the day and knowing you can return to that the next day.
During the election and afterwards, Tarui says the support of friends and family makes it easier to process difficult things. So she says to stay connected. And no matter the election outcome, she says be mindful of the things you can control.
It's a lot easier said than done, but I think that when we can really hone in our energy on the things that we do control and let go of the things we don't, it can help us move forward even in the event we're faced with an outcome we don't like.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
Thank you, Mandy. Those are your trending stories for today. We have an amazing show ahead. Marketplace is back in 2.
Thanks for watching. Stick around by subscribing today and don't miss a single video.